Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. What's happening, babies? Just doing some administration, okay? Gotta repair stuff, buy rockets, sort out inventories. You know, this stuff you gotta do before you actually start a stream, but because I'm a professional, I do it during a stream. Because that's how we roll up in this here business, people. Boop! Full screen, let's go. It's Friday night, man. We're chilling. What's happening, everybody, man? We're chilling here tonight with myself. Let me quickly get the mobile Obi cam out. Let's have a look. Where is he? There he is. The Chihuahua's with us too. He's chilling. Fast asleep. As usual. Man, I wish I was a dog and I could just sleep all day. What a life that would be. Fairfa says, Happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if it is St. Patrick's Day, to be honest. I am a YouTuber. I don't know anything about these things. My life is spent making videos for this website called youtube.com. I don't know about holidays and whatnot. If it is St. Patrick's Day, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Dudes, very much enjoying seeing the really awesome new heart in a box emote. River Plasma just unloaded a couple, or 3 of them, to be precise. Oh, it looks so good in chat. I love it so much. Awesome. By the way, today, I was thinking that maybe you guys could help me a little bit today. Because, yeah, we released the new emotes last stream, but unfortunately, we discovered something quite bad. Or I did anyway, when I was uploading the new emotes to my channel. By the way, massive shout out to the incredible Cherry Fire for the amazing work that she did on those amazing emotes. But we're only allowed to have 5 animated emotes for some reason. I think maybe our channel's too small, or it's a Twitch thing, but it makes me sad face. Very sad face. This is the hair on my chinny chin chin, okay? These are the ear holes over here. This is the hair. Makes me sad. And also, here's a tear. Sad face. So here's the thing. We've got to be very picky about these 5 emotes, okay? And I was thinking that maybe today, together we could work out these 5 emotes in MS Paint, because we are progadivisional professionals. And maybe we could figure out together what these 5 emotes are. So, the first emote that we've got, I think, is in the bag. The first emote is the heart in a box. I think heart emote. We'll just call it heart emote, right? It's in the bag. That one's done. I think that the heart is like a universally accepted emote on any channel, in any language. The heart is a something. Now we just got to figure out what the other 5 are, or the other 4, excuse me. And we got to be pretty picky about it. So I think we'll do that today at some point. But for this evening, I do want to get some work done out here at the boat race, because last time we streamed, which was on Wednesday... Hold on, let me just get a sip of my beverage here, people. We actually did get some progress done. We started laying out the foundations for the backside of the track here. And then Azuma and Etho arrived. I'm not complaining, it was wonderful that they arrived. And we ended up racing Azuma and Etho for like an hour. And also played a really fun question game with Etho, with Azuma, which was hilarious. But we ended up not actually doing anything. I mean, that's how we roll on this stream, people. Professionals. But today I would like to maybe map the track out to some reasonable position here. I have actually been thinking about bypassing this section here, which goes behind this. And I know, this is super cool to make the races go around this island. The thing is, having spoken to Etho about this, the track's already getting pretty long. And we don't want a single race to take 15 minutes because no one's gonna race the track if it takes too long, right? Like a 15-minute race is too long for a Hermitcraft episode. The race needs to be like 6 minutes, tops. So, as much as I'd love the track to go around this island, I think that maybe we have to switch gears here. And maybe we can open this up for, at the end, you know, later on in a few months' time. We can make like a longer racetrack. Maybe it can be open. If you want to race there, you go over some pressure plates or something, and then it'll open up the marathon version, right? Like, maybe it's a difficulty setting. So, like, the default setting for the track is easy mode, and then, you know, ultra progredivisional mode is this very long marathon version where you got to go around these other little obstacles. But for today, maybe we can make the track, like, do this, you know? Have a really nice, big, and very satisfying drift through this section here. I think it also makes sense that we actually miss this bit, because when we come out of here, we would have already gone through like a pretty tricky area to navigate, right? Like this section of track here is actually kind of tricky because it's quite thin and you're going to be bumping into other races a lot, right? Like there's a lot of chicanery going here. So after races go through a tricky section, including the first major chicane there, right? We want to give the racer, from a game design perspective, some real satisfaction. You want them to go as fast as possible and also be able to overtake one another, right? There's also potential for a shortcut here, which is interesting, but maybe we'll think about that some other time or later on. But yeah, we want to give those racers that opportunity just to put pedal to the metal, go full blast around this area here, and also give them a chance to maybe overtake with an exceptionally good drift. You know, this drift here could be like a blue ice line that if you take it, you'll get ahead of everybody. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I'd like to get done today, people. So let's get down to it, man. We've got no time to freaking waste up in this here business. Eno Camel, 15 months in a row. Thank you very much, Eno. Hey, Ren, it's been a while since I caught one of your streams. My Ren plush came in the mail yesterday, and it's so adorable. That's awesome. Yes, that's so awesome. Speaking of the plush, I have some very, very good news for all of you plush collectors, you plushie collectors out there. This week, I have been in talks with Makeship, who made the previous Rendog plushie, and I have somehow convinced them. I mean, we only sold like 650 Rendog plushies, you know. We didn't sell many plushies, you know, compared to other plushies. You know, some hermits sell like 5,000 plushies. But I managed to convince Makeship to make another plushie for us. Yay! So, we are in the works working on Ren the King plushies. Oh yes. So from earlier on in the season, you know, the Ren the King, I had like the king's robe with the diamond encrusted robe and the diamond glasses. Yep, the plushie's going to have diamond glasses. It's going to have a tiny crown also. And it's going to have the royal Ren the King robe. And it's we haven't quite finalized the design yet, but the designers at Makeship are currently working up like a mock-up for the first version. And it's going to be awesome. A-Sign says, I saw MS Paint in the thumbnail. Did I MS Paint clickbait you, dude? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Cy Ducky, 3 months in a row. Welcome back, Ducky. Nice to see you, fella. Nice to see you. Right, let's get some quartz in the belly for today's activities, friends. Also, do we make red terracotta in this thing? Yeah, we do. Nice. All right, let's yoink some red terracotta from this factory also. Satin Bot's here with the biddies also. Small biddies for me today since I'm out doing adult things, but kiss, kiss, kiss. Hope the stream goes well. Kiss, kiss, kiss straight back at you, Satin. Thank you very much for the biddies. Hope you have a good day, whatever you're doing. Oh! We get to unleash an OG resub horn here, my friends. The wonderful, amazing, incredulous River Plasma hero. 52 months supporting here on this here channel without a break. Unbelievable. Thank you so very much, River, as always, for your love in this channel for all of these years. Can't believe it's been that long, dude. It honestly feels like last week you joined us here. 52 months, thank you so much for being such an amazing entertainer and storyteller. Much love, my dude. Thank you so very much, River. Appreciate it, dude. Love the use of entertainer there, man. Love your face, man. Someone actually listens to me out there. Thanks, River. Keyboard Spieler in here also. This was a gifted sub last stream, but I don't think I actually shouted you out last time, Keyboard. I think there was 10 gifted subs last time. I don't know if you're there right now, but if you're not and you watch the VOD, just wanted to say appreciations for the gifted subs last time, Keyboard. Love your face also, my friend. Awesome, we caught up with the explanations, or the those things, the notifications. Let's start placing some blocks here, friends. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward, actually. We're just going to... I guess we'll just follow the contours of this road. This probably needs widening, though, right? Look at this. This is feeling a little bit on the tight side, yeah. All right, let's start with some terraforming to kick things off. So yeah, guys. I unfortunately have some bad news to share with you today. I know that the stream's kicking off with a jovial tone in my voice. I'm always happy to stream with you guys. In fact, streaming is all I could think about today, because this is where I... and maybe it's the same for many of you guys who are regulars here on my stream. This stream is a place where we can get away from the real world for a bit and just do something that we like and hang out together and so on. And so, yeah, whenever I go live, it makes me happy no matter what, no matter what's happening out there. IRL, I get really happy when I go live. But yeah, actually received some bad news last time we streamed, at the very end of our stream last time. You know, I learned a lesson last stream, guys. Never read your emails. Like, because my phone dinged for an email, and it was toward the end of the stream, and I just instinctively picked the phone up to check the notification, and it was an email. And the email actually was a horrible email. That is the news that I'm going to tell you about. And on top of that, I also received the email. Last stream I feel like I was maybe a bit of an a-hole to some people in chat, and I just want to apologize for that today. I said some, you know, may have said some silly things to some people last stream, because we had an incident where I was potentially upsetting some people in chat, and in retrospect I probably was being a bit of an a-hole. But at the time I'd received this email and it kind of like tilted me, and I took it out on you guys in chat. So yeah, I apologize about that, guys, but it's not great news. It's news that I need to pull up my adult socks and just deal with. You know, sometimes when you're an adult, you don't have the choice but to adult. In fact, I feel like that happens more often than it doesn't happen. But you know, sometimes you can get away with a few months of not having to adult, and it's great. But you know, the adulting always sneaks up on you, doesn't it? Anyway, so yes, last time it was all a little bit of a train wreck last stream. Things kind of just fell apart all around me. I went to bed quite upset, actually. Wasn't happy at the end of the last stream. For my actions, and also for this news, which is not great. Let me go get some ice and I'll tell you all about it. I suppose to give you full understanding of the situation, I'll give you some history. To try and make it a little bit more... make you understand why it's affected me so much. So... you know what? I don't even know, like... I've kind of lost sense of the last few years because of lockdown, but... I believe that I moved to this house that I live in now. This is a rental property. I moved here at the end, if I remember correctly, at the end of 2019. And shortly afterwards, of course, sort of halfway through 2020, lockdown kicked in, and all of our worlds got turned upside down. Now, to give you context as to why I moved here in particular, before I lived in this place, I was living in, I don't really know how to describe it, but I would say in a butt. I love how the music, the song changed as I said that. That was some good timing. No, I was living in a very small, very old, dilapidated place, because at the time, so between the periods of 2016 and 2019, I was trying to go full-time as a YouTuber and a streamer, and you know, I couldn't afford anything more than a very small little place. I actually lived behind a fish and chips shop. So basically my house smelled like old cooking oil at all times. My old house anyway. And in that, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I love that place. That place is it was the place where I created my dream. Because it was so cheap, I was able to really just focus in on producing content and doing Hermitcraft and streaming. And, you know, I was able to cover my bills. Even though my channel was much smaller and I wasn't earning as much, I was able to cover for myself there. But when 2019 arrived, I was at the point in my YouTube and streaming career where I was ready to just live a normal life. To move out of a very small, cheap, affordable apartment and move into where I live today, which is just a normal house. It's got a main bedroom, it's got a guest bedroom for my mum, it's got a third very small bedroom, which is like my man cave where I have my guitars and magic cards and stuff like that. And then it's got a TV room and a kitchen, a couple of bathrooms and a garden. Or when I say a garden, I mean literally a square of grass. Like this. It's like 6 meters by 8 meters or something. This is how we make houses in England, guys, okay? Every house is exactly the same. And everybody gets literally a square of lawn. With no trees or anything. Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway, that's where I live today. And moving here was a really big moment in my life because it was the first time, pretty much in my entire life, that I moved into a normal, what I would call a normal house. Up until 2019, my entire time in England so far had been a struggle. I lived in London for 10 years and... Oh, this should be ice. And for all the years that I lived in London, or at least for 8 of the 10 years that I lived in London, I lived in house shares. With, you know, anywhere between 6 and, at one point, 12 other people. Just like everybody else does, right? What I'm saying is nothing unique or special. But, you know, living in a house share is not everybody's ambition, right? It's if you don't have to live in a house share, you'd prefer to not live in a house share, right? Toward the end of my time in London, I was in a very deep relationship, an engagement, a marriage engagement that went wrong, and at the end of all of that, I ended up in a lot of trouble. Debt-wise, and so I had to leave London, and I ended up living in the place that I just told you about, the very, very small place behind the fish and chip shop. So, in 2019, when I was finally able to get a house that I would say was the same as like my parents' house, you know, you always try and like emulate your parents, right? Like, you know, my parents my parents are exceptional adults, and they always were from a very young age, from, you know, all the way since in their 20s, all the way up while they were bringing up their kids. They were really, really well, they were great adults. They always got everything done, and we always lived in a decent family-sized house. And so that was always my aspiration, was to live in a house that way, you know, like my parents did. And so when I moved into this place, that is exactly what I achieved, and I you know, it took me much longer than it should have to get here, and you know, that's just the reality of of how long it took to become a successful YouTuber and streamer. You know, it took me a decade. If I had just stuck to an office job, I probably would have got there much faster. But this is what I wanted to do, and if it meant that I had to live behind a fish and chips shop, then I was willing to do that, because I love doing this more than I love having a nice house. But yeah, when I moved to this place, it was a very important moment in my life. It was I guess it was the moment where I became a true adult, I suppose. Now, I wish I could say that I bought this house and that it was mine. You know, that would be even more of an adult achievement. But yeah, probably not going to be buying a house for a very, very long time. I know it may seem like I'm quite successful and so on YouTube, but not successful enough to be buying houses and whatnot. Hopefully one day. It's not exactly one of my big ambitions, by the way, to buy a house. I don't have children or a wife, and I certainly don't plan to have children in my life. So, you know, owning property to pass on and so on is not like a very big priority for me. I prefer to rent, and you know, when you rent a property, maybe a bit of advice for some of you guys who are younger and maybe thinking about going into renting. Generally speaking, you can rent a better house than you can buy. Because if you want to buy a house that's at the same sort of quality as a house that you are going to rent, that house is going to be much more expensive than what you're going to pay for rent. I don't know if that makes any sense. But for example, the house that I live in now, I can afford to rent, but I couldn't afford to buy. Like the sell price of this house is beyond my my means. I wouldn't be able to meet the deposit requirements for it. So for me, generally speaking, renting is cool. Like, I like renting because it gives me freedom also. You know, I am a free-spirited human being. I always have been. Since I moved to England, I've almost lost count of the number of places I've lived in. I've pretty much moved to a new house. Before 2019, I've moved to a new house maybe every year. Or every couple of years I move to a new place. Out of choice. Because I like to mix things up in life. I don't like stagnating. Anyway, that's all tangential. Point is... I've completely lost track of my thoughts. The point is, this place that I live here now was a real turning point in my life, because it represented an achievement that I had made that took me 10 years to do. I was finally able to afford to rent a place that I deem would make my parents proud. You know, I know that if my mum hasn't had the chance to visit me here yet because of COVID and lockdown, but I know that, and I've taken her on virtual tours and whatnot, and I know that my mum is extremely proud of where I live now. She was very proud of where I lived before too, by the way. Not to say that, you know, my parents judged me or something for not living in a good house the last time around. Not at all. Both my mum and my dad came to see me in my fish and chips place. And it's a day that I will never forget, because there was a moment where my mum went to the kitchen to make tea for all of us, for myself and my dad. And my dad just looked me in the eyes and just said to me, "I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. This place is so great." Oh, hold on. Whew, sorry folks. Bit of an emotional couple of days for me. Anyway, so this place means a lot to me. And on Wednesday I received an email that informed me that and this is the bad news. The email informed me that the landlord wants the house back. And so I need to vacate the premises by the 1st of June, which is in 2.5 months. Was just talking about the good things about renting. This is one of the bad things. you don't have any control of how long you can stay in a house. And you know, today I was kind of thinking about it, and in a way it's kind of like a farmer, right? You know, if you're a farmer, people will always tell you don't name your animals, right? Don't name your chickens because it gets much harder to take them to slaughter if you name them. And I think maybe with rental properties, and this is actually the first time that that I've recognized this, because I've never truly loved a place that I've lived in. As much as I love this place, but in that moment that I realized that I have to leave this place, yeah, devastating, man. You know, like, it's not just about the fact that I don't know how many. I mean, there's a ton of actual adults in chat right now. You'll know what I'm talking about. Moving house is probably one of the worst things that you can do in life. It is ultra stressful, very expensive, and that's not even talking about finding a new house, right? Like, I'm just talking about the actual process of moving, like moving your stuff from one house to another. This isn't even talking, like, I have 2.5 months to find a new house and to move in to the new house. And that new house needs to be set up for internet. You know, I need to be able to run my business from there. I have to change all of my tax documents. I have to do all the, like, I just have to do, oh man, all the stuff. By the way, Glotz is here with a party raid. Thank you very, very much, Glotz. We raided you the other day as you logged off, which was very unfortunate. But I hope you got some of the notifications anyway, and big shout out to the wonderful Glotzicles. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, please do, man. He's a friend of the Hermits and you know, a great streamer too. So I'm gonna send some peeps your way, Glotzy, if they're interested. Sounds like a job for Triple H in real life. Hey, listen, this is something that everybody does, right? Like, this isn't a unique issue. We all have these things that we have to deal with in our lives, and especially as adults, you got to do these things. You just can't avoid them. You have to move sometimes. You have to find a new place to live. It's just a part and parcel of life, right? Makes it more interesting too. Every now and then, it's good to mix stuff up. So I'm not too worried about the moving bit. I've done it many times. I'm a professional mover. I will not have any problems moving. What's stinging me is the leaving this place, because this place is where I fixed myself. It's where it's where the post bad times me arrived. It's the house in which I got Obi, the Chihuahua. You know, it's the house where I finally achieved all of my goals to live here, and that's what really stings. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to be out of commission for, you know. Sometimes it can take up to 6 weeks to get new internet into a place that you move into. Sometimes the internet is easy. So say, for example, the current tenant has got like Virgin Media, which I would use there. You know, I could just switch over overnight. But if a new fiber line has to be put in, or, you know, some paperwork has to be done, like it can actually take, you know, a couple months sometimes, especially if you live outside of a city, and I don't live in London. I don't live in a city. I live in the rural parts of England. I live in the countryside. So it's super stressful for me, you know, to think about. Like, I might be out of videos and streaming for a month or two, which is really frustrating, because last year there was quite a lot of time that I couldn't stream, and I was really hoping to get back on the horse this year. And frustratingly enough, the start of 2023 has been really great for us, man. We've been streaming really consistently. I've been putting videos out like crazy, and just as we're getting back on the stupid horse, get knocked off it again, you know? And you know, it's frustrating, it's stressful, but it's okay. We will get through it, one block at a time, as we have done for every single other roadblock / speed hump that has arrived in this crazy journey that has been the Rendog Odyssey over the last decade and a half. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on what is happening in if you care. You know, might not be that interesting to everybody, but sure, I will definitely keep you guys abreast of what happens with the moving and all of that sweet jazz. So anyway, that's the bad news. Yeah, not, you know, maybe I made it sound like it was way worse than it actually is, but for me it's pretty devastating, and it's going to take me a couple days to sort of get through it and process it all, and then just to pull up my socks and deal with it. It's one of the things that I'm very good at in life. I've always been a rogue wolf, so to speak. I've spent most of my life on my own, doing my own thing and getting through my own challenges. And moving house is certainly one of the smaller challenges that I've had to face in my life, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, that's enough of that, I think. Just came over here to finish this section of the track. I realized that now that Azuma gave us all of this awesome free ice last stream, I should come and place it down here, which now thusly finishes the mountain pass section of the racecourse, which is sweet. Need to fix up some of the bluestone and packed ice here and whatnot, but awesome. That's a job well done. Now we can actually test this thing without falling into puddles on the way. Which is good news. So let's take a boat all the way back to the other side of the track, and we can carry on working out there, and see if we can get another nice big bend added into the track on the other side. Also, no idea where all the boats have gone. Seem to have lost a bunch of boats over here. Hold on, I think I might have packed them all into one of these. Let's take some more of the red ones. And let's boat our way all the way around the corner here, friends. This should be fun. By the way, Charcold, brand new Prime subscriber over here. Thank you very much, Charcold. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much for giving your Beso sub to me, man. Appreciate that. Thanks, Jeff. Brassy Chassis is here with some biddies also. Thank you, Brassy. Hey, Rendiggity in chat. I just got my handsome Rendiggity plushie. It must be fate that I got a delivery and you are streaming. I'm surprised he doesn't come with dueling packs of TCG and MTG. That'd be epic. Gale is here also. We need to blast some foghorns and some alerts, because we've got a tier 2 54-month OG resub. Good evening, Rain, smiley face. Good evening, Gale. Always amazing to see you here in chat. It's been 54 months, really. Crazy stuff. Thank you so much for the tier 2 support also, Gale. One of the very few tier 2 supporters out there. Thank you very much as always. Love your face, baby. Love your face. We also got Ara's Madness here with some biddies. Thank you for being you, dude. Very generous bits there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. That's very kind of you. And yeah, we do what we can. We do what we can, man. We just got to keep on plugging. Okay, or keep on boating, should I say. All right, guys. Now we should be able to... Ooh, this is a sight as the sun rises behind us. Theoretically, we should be able to boat all the way from the start line, all the way around. I'm going to try go through bump shortcut into shortcut and see if we can do that. Although, a little bit out of practice right now, so let's see. Okay, oh, this is so sweet. That is awesome going through that. Feels very immersive traveling through that tunnel. Absolutely love it. And let's hit the bump shortcut. Excellent stabilizer pad, and I messed up the shortcut. Almost perfect. And we'll come through here. That's a pretty... I think we need to widen that gap a little bit. I think that's a bit too brutal. Because by the time you get to the end of that shortcut, it's already been extremely difficult to do that. And I think I don't want to punish racers at the end of the shortcut. Like, once you nail the shortcut, you need to be rewarded. You need to get your dopamine hit, you know? So having this little exit hole here being so small, I think this is not a dopamine hit. This is the opposite of a dopamine hit. Yeah, I think we'll move this tree out the way and just widen this a bit here. Yes. Let's be a little bit kinder to our racers, I think. But yeah, guys, anyway, that's the news. Sorry to bring a little bit of negativity into our stream today, but at the end of the day, I'm also a human being, and, you know, IRL happens to me also. And I'd prefer to let you guys know that it's happening than to, you know, keep it from you, so that, I don't know, if you guys hear that maybe I sound a little bit out, maybe that I sound a little bit down or something, it's not because of anything too serious, it's because I have to move freaking house. You know, it's not the end of the world. There could be worse things to get upset about. So yes. Alright, you know what? Crafting table, get out of my life, dude. What do I want to pick up here anyway? We want to fill this in. And I think we want to make this not like insanely wide, but almost like a funnel, so it sort of opens up and is kind of inviting. Like as you get to this point, I want you to feel, oh, I made it, right? I made it to the shortcut. I'm in one piece. I survived. So maybe we'll just do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then let's make this like a bit of a straight here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can start turning in again. Let's have a look from the Gigabug's perspective here. Yeah, nice. Look at that. Oh, that looks great, right, guys? I love that. Perfect. Oh, this section of track turned out so good. Vectron, thank you very much for the biddies. That is very much appreciated, my friend. All we can do when life tries to knock us down is keep our heads up and keep moving forward. I hope this things turn out good in the end, but no matter what, we're here for you, man. Yeah, dude, that's it. You just got to keep placing blocks, man. You know, you run out of terracotta, back to the mesa, man. You just got to keep going. But yeah, moving. Brassy says moving is always a pain. I feel for you, Ren. I'm fine with any frame you need to get things done. Yeah, moving is. And you know the thing is, like when you actually move into your first adult house, you get stuff, right? So over the course of the last few years, I managed to get myself like a table, like a dining room table, you know, that was that's made out of like old recycled floorboards from schools, like from old schools. Like some really smart guy in Wales just like bought a bunch of these abandoned floorboards from a school and made a table out of it. And it's so cool. Like on this table you can see like where kids scratch their names and like, scratched like, lines and drawings and stuff. It's just really awesome. It's just like a really, really cool dining room table. And I got a couple chairs. I got a sofa, like a coffee table. I got all this stuff now. All this furniture, bed and side tables and all this jazz. And now we gotta move it, man. Oh, what a pain. Yeah, the table's got history, man. That's why I love it so much. Like, it doesn't look really nice, you know. It's not like a super expensive table or anything. It's just it's just a carpenter that I found on Etsy that just makes these tables for a reasonable price. And I was like, man, that sounds so cool. Like, that's hundreds of years potentially of like floorboards that have been walked on. You know, there's like history in that. It's super awesome. So I like that a lot, man. I love that table. It's so cool. The chairs that I got are also made from the same planks. The chairs are like they're pretty bad quality though. Like when you sit on them, they squeak and stuff. Like you can feel that they're gonna break apart if you lean back too far. But they're super cool because they're made out of floorboards, like old floorboards. So pretty awesome. Yeah, way cooler than a factory-made table for sure, definitely. I like that stuff, man. I like homemade stuff. I like stuff that's been made by somebody, even if it's not like, ultra refined. I like the rusticness of it and the fact that it is not perfect. It hasn't been designed by like a factory machine. I like that in furniture. And, you know, I don't know, some people think that that kind of furniture is, like, cheap and, you know, they raise their noses at you when they see that you've got, like, handmade furniture in your house. But whatever. I don't care. I love it, man. It's awesome. Yeah, it's got and it's got character, and it was made by somebody. You know what? Have you ever stopped to consider, like, making a table? Like a proper table, not just like a table, like a real table, you know? Like, it's hard. There's a lot of carpentry and whatnot, and tools and skills that you gotta have to make a whole table, man. You know? I think it's a really impressive endeavor. And, I want to reward a carpenter for that. Like, if I love the table and it's gonna look nice in my house, sure, I'll take it. I'll happily take a table, man. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kind of want this to... Wait, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Maybe this is just a straight here. This is kind of trappy here, though, right? Like, if somebody could get stuck in this... So, you know what? I kind of like this. I kind of like this because you're coming out of the fast bends and the shortcut here. This is kind of like a mini trap. That's a little bit dangerous. You know what? Maybe we can do something kind of cool here. Hold on. I got an idea. Here. Oh my goodness, guys. We have got some extremely amazing people coming in with some tips. I don't think you guys actually... I don't display tips on the screen. But I can tell you that, wow, there's just some very, very generous people out there, man. We got Cantorad here with a very generous tip for moving fund. Thank you very much, Cantorad. That's very kind of you. That's certainly not necessary. Thank you so much, man. And Fufi is here again after some very generous tips last week too. And this is a message straight to me that I shall not read. So let me give me a moment to read this message from Fufi. Thank you very much, Fufi. That means a lot to me. Yeah. Wow. You're a very generous person, and I'm lucky to have somebody like you in my community. So thank you so much for helping me out like that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you, Fufi, and very kind words too. Thanks so much. Sheesh, man. You guys are gonna make me cry today, man. That's what's gonna happen around here. Goodness gracious. Thank you guys so much. Very unnecessary though, guys, okay? Please don't think that you have to help me move. That's certainly not what the stream is about. And you know, I'm a South African, so you know, it's difficult for me to accept help as a very proud South African. South Africans, we're hard, you know? Like we don't take help from anyone. Like we look after ourselves. We don't need nobody, you know? So it's tough for me. Thank you very much, Fufi. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, Cantorad, also. Thanks, guys. All right. Actually, through all of that rambling, I feel like I've also not said hello to the wonderful hermits that are currently online. It's just the B-Dubba-Dubs. Isn't it nice to see the B-Dubba-Dubs again? I'm going to say hi from him from stream. Dubsy! Stream says hi and love you. There we go. We send some love in the Dubsy's direction here, friends. By the way, I wanted to plant a couple more trees. I definitely want to start planting some more trees around here, by the way. I feel like this this section needs to be treeified here. Right? Like, let's get a couple trees over here. The Dubs loves you guys also. You love to see that, man. Certainly one of my favorite humans in the world is the LB00. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Alright, here we go. Let's get a couple trees planted there. That's cool. I also wanted to get some... Maybe we're going to have to do a tree run at some point, aren't we? Let's not worry about trees at the moment. Let's not get bogged down with trees. Maybe we could have some trees here. This seems like a fairly decent spot for some tree action. Here we go. We'll just plant a little forest here, right? Beautiful. I'm hearing some notifications jingle-jangling in my ear holes here, friends. Who is up to no good in the notifications? I mean, aside from Fufi, who has absolutely blown my mind with that generosity, as well as Cantoran. Thank you guys so much. I see there's been some other naughty folk here. Boomers LaRue. Thank you very much, Boomers. As always, man, been supporting me for so many years. And 10 gifted subs coming in from the Boomers. Let's get that foghorn a-blasting, people. Thanks as always, Boomers, for your many, many, many years of support and continued support. I think Boomers is like one of my very first Patreons, if I'm not mistaken. And that's been going for a long while. Thank you very much, Boomers. From the Vault 420 is here with some biddies too. Hey Ren, first time Twitch watcher, long time Hermitcraft fan. Love your storytelling and amazing content. Happy Friday and with the best. Thank you so much, Vault. That is very kind of you, dude. Welcome to our Twitch world. Welcome. This is where I can't hide the derp. Unfortunately. On YouTube I can edit all my professional mistakes out, you know. On Twitch, unfortunately, it's yeah. No editing. The derps happen in real time and you hate to see it. Thank you so very much, man. Thanks for the very kind words. Let's get rid of these things now, I think. Let's clean up this track a little bit here, guys. Eclipse says we love the derp. Dang it, you're not supposed to say that, Eclipse. Not supposed to love the derp. But I know you guys love the derp. You guys are weird. You guys are so weird. It's actually like a really strange thing for us hermits. I remember speaking to Azuma about this once. I remember we spoke about this when we were recording an episode of Sky Factory. Azuma and I made a Sky Factory series many, many years ago. Which was actually still one of my favorite series that I ever made with anybody. It was basically a series where Azuma knew exactly what was going on. It was modded Minecraft, right? And it was kind of in the early days. I think it was maybe season 4 when I first joined Hermitcraft, or maybe just like halfway through season 4, maybe? I don't know. I didn't know much about modded Minecraft. Azuma Void was like a modded Minecraft pro. So the dynamic was someone who knew absolutely nothing about modded and someone who knew absolutely everything about modded. And basically the series was Azuma teaching me, trying to teach me how to do stuff, and me just messing it up all the time. That's a great series. It was a great series. If you love derp, I would recommend, I'd highly recommend that series. That was certainly that was a derp fest of note, man. Sheesh. Keyboard Spielerin coming in here with some tips. Also, thank you very much for that, Keyboard. I'm providing some coffee or hot chocolate and a nice snack for the moving helpers. All the love and appreciation to you, Ren. I've never felt so at home and happy in a community as yours. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Keyboard, and I'm so happy to hear that. It's always wonderful to see you here in chat, and it really makes me so happy that you've become such a big part of my community over the years, you know, like, and it's been, you just sort of naturally become a part of this community, and you're very dedicated to it, and I appreciate you very much, Keyboard. Thank you so much for your kindness, for your love, and for your commitment to this community, man. Love your face, dude. Whew, I was close to crying. That was a close one. Oh, you love to see those new Hard in a Box emotes. Bjornar getting creative, man, with the Tittle Crab. So what, Tittle Crab 1 is sending a heart via a box to Tittle Crab 2. Nice. Nice, Bjornar. I appreciate the creative use of our new emote, Bjornar. You're a legend. That's beautiful, man. Oh, you love to see it. Speaking of OGs and, well, not quite an OG, but certainly a massive part of this community, and always a joy to see this particular person with us here on stream. Zilili's back at it with a 10-month resub. Morning. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Keep up the great work, Ren. Thank you very much, Sulili. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're chilling. We are chilling. Working on the boat race out here. And actually very, very inspired to work on this boat race after the last stream. For those of you guys who are here, it was great, man. We were racing Etho and Azuma on the track as it was laid out then. And it really gave us a feel of what it's going to be like racing here. And it really felt awesome. I thought so anyway. It was like a really enjoyable and rewarding gaming experience. There was a lot of like... I mean, my heart was in my chest the whole race. And there was a lot of like exciting moments where we overtook each other. And then, you know, there was opportunities where you could see a spot where you could take the lead back. And then someone would bump you out the way and you'd lose your place. It felt very much like Mario Kart, I must say. Like, I definitely got like a huge Mario Kart vibe in our testing with Etho and Azuma. And it was great, man. It was sweet. You know what? We don't really need to make this stuff perfect, right? This track is so long and you're traveling at such speed that I don't think we have to worry too much about making the barriers like perfectly aligned and stuff. Like, I'm getting completely bogged down in, you know, I look here and I see this bit here and I'm like, no, we have to change this. But let's just, it doesn't have to be perfect. I think this looks good. I like that there's like a little trap here also. It's good to have these little sections where the racers can get caught up in the barriers, you know. Kitcherific, a brand new Prime subscriber in the house. Thank you very much for your Bezos sub, my friend. Appreciate it, Kitcher. Welcome, welcome, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Gigacorp factory. You are now an official Gigacorp factory worker. Welcome. Big shout out to the moderators in chat tonight, who are our beautiful factory directors, floor managers. I don't know. Cabarino in the house. Cabarino. Hardy face. Love me a Cub fan, man. Another absolute legend of a human being. Certainly one of my favorite humans that I've met in the Hermitcraft. Since my time on Hermitcraft, I just love Cub so much. He's such a great guy. Now I'm getting super sentimental tonight, guys. I got to be careful, man. Sheesh, I'm gonna end up bawling my eyes out tonight. Okay, let's have a look. How's this looking? This is a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, that does feel a little bit strange. I think I want to straighten this out and push this back. You know, this is coming out of like a pretty intense, windy, bendy section, and this is again a place that I'd like to prepare the racers for a really big drift coming up here. So this is where I want the racers to start like firing their engines up and like going full speed here. Let's just clear all of this up and start again. This is a bit of a mess here. Keyboard's got factory roles written down. Oh, we need to get them written down at some point. Yeah, we absolutely do. Definitely. Once we get all of our beautiful emotes up and rolling. Speaking of which, I think this is a perfect opportunity to head over to MS Paint, friends. We'll wait. You know what's great about having BOO on the server? We don't have to worry about sleeping. Just you watch. Just you watch. The night will be slept away as if there's some sort of AI logged into the server. And whenever B-dubs is around, nighttime never happens. It's amazing. It's just the best. Watch now, he doesn't actually sleep. Come on, B-dubs. Sun is going down, dude. B-dubs will also usually sleep at the very moment that it's possible to sleep, right? So, like, it's gonna... He's frantically right-clicking a bed right now. There we go, told ya! Told ya! Told ya! Perfect. Oh, I love my B-dubs. He's the best. Oh my goodness, guys. So much generosity coming in from the tips, man. Guys, thank you so very much. Sheesh. Let me read these out real quick, man. Anton Shu here with a very generous tip. A little something for your moving fund. Wish I could give more, but, you know, student without a job. Always glad to see your streams and vids. Dude, keep your... You need the money more than I do, man. Why are you sending it to me? Don't do this to me, man. Sheesh, you're hitting me right in the feels. Thank you very much, Anton Shiga. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you so much, man. E113N here also with a very generous tip. Hey, Ren, so sorry to hear you have to move house. Although this is a small amount, I hope it helps you. Guys, all of this is just good. I mean, this amazing generosity from you guys tonight. I mean, that's going to help me cover, you know, hiring a van to, like, move the furniture, you know? So guys, thank you so much, man. It's really, really appreciated. It really helps to relieve a bit of stress too. So thank you guys. That's not to say that I want more tips though. Don't. That's not what this is about. This is why I don't like reading these tips, because it makes me feel like I'm asking you guys for tips, and that's not what I'm doing. I've never ever asked you guys for support in any way ever, and I never will. And reading these tips up makes me feel like I'm asking you guys for support here, man. Sheesh. Fufi's here with another ridiculous... Fufi, what are you doing? Insane generosity, Fufi. Thank you. Whoops, my fingers slipped. One of my best mates is from South Africa, and you're both very similar in not taking help well. So I'll be a bit cheeky and say what I say to him. You're a man, ain't ya? Strong men are stronger when they let that wall down. Yeah, my wall's pretty strong, as you may have learned from the last stream. Oh, goodness. Wow, Fifi, that's very, very generous of you. Thank you so much. Wow. And I certainly do remember the DNR. I certainly do. Thank you very much, Fifs. Heck yeah, man. Sheesh, guys. Sheesh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, hold on. I need to try and get back on track here. I wanted to try straighten this out a bit. That feels a little too straight there, right? I can't even concentrate now. Look what you guys have done, man. You've broken me tonight. Thank you, guys. Unbelievable, man. Thank you very much, E113. Appreciate it, dude. I guess we can mimic here with a little bit of a straight action. And now we can straighten from here, I think. So maybe we'll just push this back a little bit. We'll straighten here. And then we can do a diagonal here, which should line up, yeah, it lines up nicely with the cliff side here. And it should be matching this diagonal too, quite neatly. Let's have a look. How did that turn out? You know, these bits you often just have to do by feel. And I think what we'll do here, actually, I want to keep this diagonal nice and diagonal, so I think we will shave away some mountainside here. Here we go. Let's get rid of this. And let's see if we can continue on the diagonal here, just until we get out of the woods here, so to speak. Almost in line over there. I think just another couple of things. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that looks fantastic. So that's going to go nice and straight. I had an idea of splitting the track here also, right? This little island here is kind of interesting to me. Like maybe it just goes nice and straight on a diagonal here. Just boom, straight through. But then it'll split into two tracks here. And it's just an interesting moment to test the hermits out a little bit. You know, just like how we had the obstacles at the first chicane. You know, that might be this might be a decent little spot. For another little obstacle. Man, I just got distracted though. Yes, emotes. Friends. We need to make new... I just can't, man. MC Leslie is in the house with a very, very generous tip also. Thank you so very much, Leslie. Please don't stress, Ren. It brings us joy to think that we could help such a beautiful human. It's fine. Good luck. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, listen. It's tough out there for everybody right now, guys, and I don't want you sending anything in my direction if you need to look after yourself, okay? Yourself first, always. I will always be fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm a rugged South African. I've always looked after myself, and I always will. Look after yourselves first, all right? Appreciate you guys very, very much, man.
Don't break Rendog.
Oh, the lady's talking. She's only talking when somebody's been up to shenanigans. That lady only talks when there's been major shenanigans. And if we... Yep. There's been major shenanigans by none other, unsurprisingly, by the incredible Kosh. Mr. Kosh, you absolute legend, gentlemen. beautiful human being, thank you so very much for everything that you've done for me over the years. Coming in hot with some crazy bits from the Cautionator. Don't break Ren's stream. Yeah, please don't. I'm fragile right now. Let's not break Ren. Got a bit of bad news this week, so I would prefer to not be broken. Thank you very much. For those of you guys who have just joined us and are wondering what is going on, I would suggest watching the VOD if you want to. I don't really want to go over it all again because it's quite painful for me. But essentially, my landlord has served me notice and I need to leave my house by the 1st of June this year. So I've got a month and a half, or wait, 2.5 months, right? Half of March, June, wait, what? April and May, and half of June to find a new place to move to set up my business, to move all my stuff, and to move out of this place, which is somewhere that I really, really love. So, yeah, sucks. But it is what it is, and we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done properly. We're going to get it done professionally. We're going to get it done as I do all things in life. Perfect. Well, aside from Minecraft. I do everything in life perfectly except for Minecraft. Okay, hold on. I'm getting distracted. Let's go back to MS Paint, people. So, if you've just joined us also, we have made a plan this stream to come up with new emotes. So last stream we learned that we can only have 5 animated emotes on our channel for some reason. And if chat can help me out right now, if you're maybe new around here, Cherryfire made our very first animated emote this week, finished it this week. It is amazing, and it is a heart in a box. And you guys should see it now. Or very, very shortly, we'll get a bunch of them in chat. It's animated, it's glorious. I love it very, very much. And, oh my goodness, hold on. What am I doing? So there's the box, right? And here's the heart. So we've got the heart in a box emote. We can only have another 4 animated emotes. So now what we got to do is figure out 4 more animated emotes, and of course these emotes need to be emotes that are like going to be good on Twitch, right? Hold on, this is like I made this really big. Why did I make this so big? Hold on, let's shrink this. Okay, so there's our heart emote, and let's put it on some tracks also, right? There we go. By the way, BOO is on the server, so we don't have to worry about sleeping. Everything will be fine. Now, what Cherry and I are currently working on, by the way, is connectors. Right? So our animated emotes are moving Gigacorp boxes in a factory, in the Gigacorp factory. And the next thing that Cherry's currently working on is a static connector. So we're going to have a moving emote here. So this is a moving emote, right? And this is moving in this direction, like so. And the next emote that Cherry's working on is a static one. And it's basically going to be like a furnace or something like that. We haven't quite figured out exactly what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be like a furnace or something, right? And it's going to look like the emote goes into the furnace, and we'll probably have like a hopper here, you know, like from the Create mod, like the andesite funnels, you know, there'll be like a hopper like this, and it'll look like the box goes into the hopper. And then this way, we can have like a chain. We can make like a chain of factory modules, right? So the next emote is going to come out on this side. And that's what we need to work out, right? We need to work out like these emotes, the actual emotes that are in between the hoppers. We also need to figure out what the hoppers are. I was thinking like this one, for example, right? This one could say hot, right? Like hot. You know, like danger, hot, but it could also be just used as an emote, right? Like, say we're talking about like my ridiculously good looks, right? Like you could use this emote to talk about my ridiculously good looks, for example. But it's also like the furnace of the Gigacorp factory, right? So that's pretty cool. I think that's going to turn out real sweet. But we need to figure out the other emotes, and you guys use chat more than I do. In fact, when I watch Twitch, guys, and this is something that might surprise you as a streamer to admit, the only chats that I've ever spoken in are hermit chats. And it's usually just to say hi or that we're raiding. I have never communicated in another stream ever. I'm just a non-communicator, right? Like, you have viewers that use chat and you have viewers that don't use chat, and I'm a viewer that doesn't use chat. So I need you viewers that do use chat to help me. We only have 4 emotes that we can use. 4. Animated emotes, excuse me. We can make, currently our channel, we can have like 20, I think like 40 emotes right now. But animated emotes is 4 only. So we need to come up with 4. That's a very bad 4. There we go. That's a better 4. 4 animated emotes only for some reason. Because Twitch. Who knows? Who knows why? We can only have 4 animated emotes. So the question is, people, what's the next one? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Bjorna, you're right. It's 5. It's actually 5. Wait 1 second. We have to undo this. Oh, geez. How are we going to do this? Like so? Oh, goodness. Eraser? Oh, there's an eraser here. Okay, let's just erase this. We can have 5 animated emotes for some reason. Unclear why. Also, we can only have animated emotes for tier 1 subs, and we can't have animated emotes for tier 2 or tier 3 subs, which makes 0 sense to me because that's who you would want to give animated emotes to, or to the people that support you the most. But whatever. I don't ask any questions. We can have 5 animated emotes only. So, what's the next one, people? What's the next one? Some ideas I had. Sub, right? Sub's a pretty good one. That one gets used a lot. Because obviously when somebody subs, right? Sub! Oh god, I should probably use this. Here we go. Let's use this. Possible emotifications. Let's go orange. That's not orange. Possible emotifications. Sub. Right? And just like, I'm going to post it in chat now, right? So just as the box comes across, we'll have something similar for sub. It might not be like a box with a heart. There might be like a robotic hand that picks up the word sub or something like that, right? We want to be able to create like factory production lines with our emotes, basically. That's what we want. So I thought sub is a pretty good one. I thought like, and remember, let's just pretend like we can only have 5 emotes on our channel. That's it. We can't have more than 5. I did think about hi, but is that a really big emote though? Hi? Like, or wave? You know, I don't know if that's one of the top 5. I think like the top 5, I think the #1 sub on Twitch is probably a heart sub, right? Then sub is probably #2. Raid, says Anna. Raid's pretty good, actually. Raid's pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I like Raid. That makes a lot of sense. You see high buys a lot. That's the thing, though, because if we have a high, right, then we have to have a buy, and that takes up 2 slots. We've only got 2 more slots here. I mean, we could just go with these. But, I don't know if high and buy is, like, the best. Hype? I mean, is hype used a lot? A mod love emote? I mean, mod love emote is a pretty good one. We need lots of those, because without the mods, we ain't got nothing. This is MS Paint, yeah. This is called professional stream emote designing. That's what this is called. An Obi one? I mean, on this channel, Obi is very, very popular, of course. Aloha is hi and bye together. That's pretty good. Professional is like, yeah, very professional. Yeah, very, very. Oh, what about derp, dudes? I mean, derp has got to be one, right? Surely derp is a big one. Surely derp is a big one. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and then at the end of the line, of course, we have to have another one that's going to chomp. Like, we need an end machine here, right? Like an end machine too. That is like the final... So you guys can like actually create a factory line, right? Like, how cool would that be? So at the very end, there is another hopper here. That's like the chomper. And maybe this one says... Oh, you know what? You know what this one could be? This one could be... Like, if we're talking about food or something, right? Like, maybe this one is like, what color would food be? I don't know, like, orange? No, it would definitely not be orange. Green? This one could be like, nom, exclamation mark. You know, this could be the final processing machine. Anyway, these are our possibilities. We've actually pushed ourselves out of space here. It's very annoying. Oh, we've made a huge mess, haven't we? Okay. We'll just leave it there. It's fine. Maybe what I'll do is be professional about this and, like, separate things. There we go. Professional. Nice. So, heart sub raid obi derp. Oh man, there are some reasonable... There are some ones to consider here too, right? Flames. Flames is really good for like fire, lit, you know, all that jazz. By the way, are we still alive? Okay, we're still alive. Good. Flames is good. Flames is very good, right? And flames works really good in a factory setting. You know, you could have a cauldron or something. Like, how do you make a cauldron? Hold on, let's see. Can we draw a cauldron? Wait, where's all the other bits gone? Here. So maybe there's like a... Maybe there's a cauldron emote that looks like this, right? It's like a cauldron. And there's fumes. There's like toxic gas coming out of it. Or maybe just like normal gas, you know? It's a cauldron, but there's fire, you know, brimming over the top of it. Maybe there's some like lava, like molten metal pouring down, you know, the cauldron here. There's like metal here. Maybe it's not so burnt in the middle of it, so there's a little bit of like other colorings. And maybe there is like a... Oh, I know! Maybe in the steam of the cauldron, right? In the steam, it's like, fire. Fire. Or whatever, right? Like this, like in the steam of the cauldron. And maybe the cauldron is on a conveyor belt. Oh, no, but fire would need to be one of the animated ones then. So if this is a non-animated one, then there would have to be like a... There would have to be like a hopper here. Let's see. Maybe like a... Something like this. It's not a hopper per se, but it's like a vacuum or something that sucks the emote up from the previous emote, right? And like drops it into the cauldron. What is this? So the item, like the emote goes up here, right? See what I'm saying? Like a so. And I guess for context, it would have to be, you know, the previous emote is here. Like this. And let's just copy this. Control V it. Shrink it. Because we're professionals. So it's like that. Perfect. Perfect. I'm sure Cherry will know. I'm just going to send this MS Paint file to Cherry after the stream, and I'm sure she'll perfectly understand what all of this means. Oh, man. Professional. Absolute professionalism right here. This is how I managed to make YouTube my career, guys, right here. You're just witnessing professional digital production. What can I say? We be professional up in here. Exactly. Exactly. Real Guy here with some biddies. Hey, Real Guy, how you doing, my friend? The sub explosion erupting from the package. Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty awesome, actually. I kind of dig that. Like, it's a package, but maybe instead of it being a package... Oh, dude, Real Guy, you got me thinking now. Like, Real Guy's talking about like the sub emote, right? We're going to animate the sub emote. So subs are going to be rolling on a conveyor belt also. Maybe the sub emote is a Minecraft TNT, right? That explodes? I don't even know what Minecraft TNT looks like. MCTNT. These are notes for Cherry, by the way. Professional notes. This is Cherry's next brief. It goes boom. Right? Big bada boom. 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 And becomes... Oh, this is fun. And... and becomes... sub. Perfect. There we go, professional. I'm sure Cherry will understand exactly what this is. This makes perfect sense to me. I don't know about you guys, but that makes perfect sense to me. Amazing. That is actually kind of awesome. Real God, that's a cool idea, man. I love that. Beautiful. By the way, yesterday's back at it, dudes. We need to get some foghorns and alerts blasting, because we got an OG resub in the house yesterday with a 52-month resub. Dude, is it 52 months since you found me on Twitch, dude? What the heck? Days like today that I realize I have an old computer. Diablo 4 runs badly. No, dude! You got a spare one I can have? P.S. Did I tell you me and the lady had a little boy a month ago? You did not tell me, and that is amazing news. Dude, I'm so proud of you, man. Congratulations. That is fantastic. Yeah, Diablo 4. I'm tempted to like take a month off and just stream Diablo 4 for 8 hours a day. I'm so tempted, dude. Yesterday and I are both very, very big lovers of games like Diablo, especially the originals. It's so tempting, brother. Oh, I gotta resist, though. I gotta resist. I will definitely be playing it soon, though, for sure. Unfortunately, I don't have a spare computer for you, my friend. Sorry, man. I gotta move house soon, so, yeah. All available fundage is gonna be going straight into a miserable house move that I have to make on the 1st of June. Received an email a couple days ago saying the landlord wants the house back, so I'm out. Very sad face. Anyway, guys, pretty awesome. Let's step away from the emotes for a second. It's always important when you're doing creative stuff like that to give your brain a break so that you can come up with fresh ideas. with stuff like that, I find like the best ideas come from spontaneous thinking. Like when you actually start thinking about it too much, that's when you start to lose that like spontaneous good idea moment. So I'd never like to dwell on something for too long when I'm trying to like come up with an idea or something. Your subconscious actually works pretty hard in the background, even though you don't know that it is working. But if you've been trying to come up with an idea and you just stop thinking about it for a bit and think about something else, your subconscious will carry on processing the thoughts in the background. Pretty powerful, man. You know, the brain's a pretty... I've heard the brain's a pretty good organ. Does quite a lot of things, like, pretty well. Alright, let's have a look. Has my brain automatically made this good? I mean, it's not great. We could probably do with a few more striation or gradations here, whatever the technical term is for it. Maybe something like this. Sort of coming together a little bit more gently. How about that? Yeah, I can dig that. That looks good. Also, looks like we got a barrier missing here. Let's plug that. Alright, I like it. It's not like absolutely perfect, but again, we don't have to really work on making this section like ultra perfect. Although now looking at it, I kind of want to undo this whole thing and push it back. I want to push the whole diagonal back here into this space here. Oh, dang it, I have to do it. Sorry, dudes, the brain has taken preference, unfortunately. Let's just clear the inventory a little bit. Guys, just want to take a quick moment, man. I was doing the emotes thing to calm myself down a little bit, but I just want to say that I'm exceptionally overwhelmed tonight by all of your support. All of the tips coming in, guys, thank you so much, man. I don't display tips on my stream because I don't want tips to, I don't want other people's tips to encourage people to tip. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, I don't want you guys to tip me because of, you know, pity or guilt or anything like that. You know, like if you feel like you want to tip, then do so, but if you don't, it's not really why I stream. So but I just want to let everybody know, man, there's been some very, very amazing generosity tonight, so thank you so much, everybody. Especially all you tippers tonight. Thank you so much, man, and all of the gifted sub bombs and stuff also. Just all very overwhelming, very intense, but very well received and appreciated. Thank you, guys. Alright, this is what I'm talking about, right? I want to push the diagonal back one here, just so that it lines up a bit better with the terrain. And then we can have like a gentler connection to this section here too, I think. Let's have a look. That should have done the thing. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got a straight here that matches this straight here. And it just feels like a more natural little kink in the road, you know? Before it was a little bit all over the place there. This feels much better now. Alright, let's get it iced up. And almost time to do a test run of the new section. Always the best part about building boat races is you get to test the work that you do. That's the funnest bit. Let's just fill these gaps here too. Oh, there's a couple of spots there that we need to ice up also. There we go. Zakonra is off to bed. Good night. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this evening. I hope to see you back in the next one. That's not the ice we're looking for. There we go. That's the ice we're looking for. So, dudes, last stream we spoke about The Mandalorian 3, didn't we? Anybody had a chance to watch Mando Episode 3, Season 3? Last time around, I was talking about Mando Season 3, Episode 1 and 2, saying, yeah, it's people were saying it's a bit slow, there's not much happening, etc., etc. And I was saying, I think they're Naruto filler episoding us. I think they're purposefully not doing much in episode 1 and 2 for a massive, big explosion that's coming. And episode 3... Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say that episode 3 pretty much is on track supporting what I'm saying. In episode 3, it really starts to feel like something's a-coming. Something really, really awesome. And episode 3 is fantastic. I loved it. It was brilliant. The opening sequence of episode 3? Oh, man. The first, like, 6 minutes of episode 3? Whew. I'm saying nothing. I'm just saying episode 3, like, the intro to episode 3 is basically everything that every Mandalorian fan wants. And yeah, JT says it in a really good way. Episode 1 and 2 were tying up loose ends from the last season. Exactly. At the end of episode 2, that bot got melted, you know, by the lava. We needed to know what happened to that bot, right? It was such an awesome character. I love that character so much. I would have been upset if they didn't make reference to it in season 3. I wanted to know what happened to that bot, and they told me. I think because there was such a big break between season 1 and 2, that's why it felt a little bit weird. But if you watch season 2 into season 3, it all makes perfect sense. The way that they produced it all. But yeah, man, the opening sequence of episode 3 is just, oh man, it is magnificent. Has BOO logged off? BOO, what you doing, dude? Thanks, B-dubs. Oh, it's so good, man. I think after the stream, I might just go watch the first 10 minutes of episode 3 again. It's just, mwah. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good. It's just like, ticks every Star Wars fan's, like, tickle box. Tickle box being a good thing, right? You always want your tickle box tickled. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, what are we going to do with this next section here, peeps? So my idea is to have an obstruction in the middle here. And maybe we just like... Do we just go straight like a bullet here for a bit? I think that might look really cool if it just goes real straight. I think that might look pretty awesome. Okay, let's actually try what we've done so far though. Let's take the track all the way back to the start and then start the race from the beginning. Come around, because all of this is new, right? We did all of this section this evening. We definitely need to add some stabilizer pads around also, because it is rough when you get to that side of the track. But yeah, earlier on I was rambling on about my woes in real life, and during that I finished the tunnel, for those of you guys who are just joining us now. So this is now all iced up. And as you can see, really fun to zoom through this tunnel, man. Shall we go like full Etho mode? First person mode? Etho likes to go full immersion. Alright, we're gonna race like Etho would race. Maybe it's better, you know, maybe I'm just judging incorrectly. I think F5 is the superior way to race, but who knows, maybe the Etho method is better. It's certainly more immersive. When I used to play Need for Speed and those games, I don't know how many of you guys are the same. I used to, and like Grand Theft Auto, I always use first person in the cars. It usually is bad. Oh my goodness, I took that shortcut perfectly in Etho mode. But I don't know, I just kind of like the immersion of it, you know? I like being, see the steering wheel move and feeling like I'm in the vehicle. Oh my goodness, that section is so awesome, dudes. That section is so awesome. Wow. That section is the nuts. Oh, that is so satisfying to fly through that section, right? How satisfying was that? You know what? I don't think we need any stabilizer pads out here. That was immaculate. That was so sweet. Okay, let's go get some more red terracotta. I'm excited now, man. I want to build more of this. Annie Pop. 2 months in a row, a boat goat. Welcome back, Annie. Appreciate it, appreciate it. By the way, Ender is mid also. I completely missed your resub there, my friend. So sorry, man. That is 9 months in total for a Twitch baby, my friend. Vroom vroom or splash splash in this instance. Anyways, hope the stream is going great. Thanks again, Kosh, by the way, for those incredible amount of bits earlier on. That's very kind of you. And also, Mount 4 in Man. I missed your Prime sub also 34 minutes ago. So very sorry, Mount. Thank you for sending your Beso sub in my direction, dude. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Guys! I'm just gonna pick up some red terracotta because I've just seen a notification that's hurt me. Have an anonymous tip here, so I can't even get upset with somebody in chat. But Anonymous has sent a very, very generous tip in my direction. And Anonymous says, you're amazing and deserve every tip you've gotten tonight. We wouldn't do it if we didn't love you. Sheesh. Thank you very, very much, Anonymous, whoever you are. I'm cross with you, though, because that's a lot, and that was highly unnecessary. But that is very generous of you and very kind of you. Thank you so much. Whoever you are out there, thank you. Whew, man. Dudes, help me out, man. I need to see my heart in a box emote, please. I need to calm my nerves up in here, man. Thank you guys so much, man. It's I don't know. I don't have words. The generosity is just really, really intense. And thank you guys so much. There we go. Those beautiful hearts coming in. Yeah, if you're just a follower, if you're not a subscriber, you do have a heart in a box. Also, it's just not animated. It's just a heart in a box. Thanks, guys. I think we're gonna try and start just gently curving it here. So every fifth thing here, we do this. Yeah, I mean, I'm just so incredibly overwhelmed by the generosity of this community of Hermitcraft fans. Never really know what to say or what to do. I usually feel quite uncomfortable. Not very good at receiving help or accepting it or acknowledging that I need help sometimes.
You're to blame for creating such an amazing community.
Dang it!
Love your face, RDTV Gigaheart 1.
The lady's talking again, which means there's been shenanigans. Zero, I thought you were AFK. Zero coming in hot with some crazy bits to the face also. You're to blame for creating such an amazing community. Love your face. Gigaheart 1. Gigaheart is the code name for the animated emote, by the way, if you're wondering. Oh, Zero, thank you so very much. As always, you know, it's not like this is the first time you've ever sent love in my direction. You're just such a generous person, and thank you so much again for another very, very generous donation. Thank you. So I'm actually sweating now. I'm trying to create a very gentle ding here. That works, right? Just a very gentle ding. Is there such a thing as a gentle ding? I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to get the line to meet up there. I think we're on track, right? Yeah, actually, I think that's perfect. I think if we just straighten the diagonal now and just go completely straight, we should get to that bit of land, and that'll be exactly what I want. And we just hit the land. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's great. This one is going to just go straight. I think we'll ding when this dings too. So it'll be a very gentle... The track is basically very gently curving in that direction. And then this one will switch around here. So we'll split the track in twain over there. I think that'll be pretty cool. Mother of Gamers is here with some biddies directly to the face hole also. Ren, we can't hug you or offer to move boxes for you, but this we can do. Oh, I'd love you guys to come help me move boxes. I got so many boxes. So many boxes. Oh, man, you know, I want to know if I'm alone in this, but for those of you guys who are computer nerds, do you guys keep your computers? So, I have kept every computer except for the very first one that I got in England, because the first one that I got in England was a store-bought computer that I got at Tottenham Court Road. But other than that, every other computer that I've ever owned in England, I built myself. And I've kept them all. Unfortunately, yes. Yes, I'm not alone. I have like 6 computers, just in bits and pieces. There's bits and pieces of them inside them. You know, like I've taken them apart to like move RAM from one to another or switch. I don't even know what's on those hard drives. Don't want to know what's on those hard drives. You know. Many years ago, 10 years ago, people were more liberal with cameras, weren't they? Before we understood the dangers of cameras on phones and whatnot, people may or may not have been a bit more liberal. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. Don't judge me. You know you done the same. You know, just curiosity. You know, you want to maybe see things from a different angle. Maybe. Not saying that's something that I would do, but I'm just saying maybe someone just want to see something, see a little something from a different angle. Oh man. Alright, before I send my mods into give my mods a heart attack, I've basically given my mods a heart attack the last 2 streams, so I'm gonna be good. Sorry, mods. You know I can't help myself. Yeah, the back of your hair, Anna. Exactly. I've never seen the back of my head before, or maybe behind my ear. Have you ever seen behind your own ear? I have, because I may or may not have used a camera to see behind my own ear. Now I know what my ear behind my ear looks like. Got a TRS 80. Nice, Lost Soul. That's awesome, dude. Smiles put on your skepticals. Yo, GeoNixes, thank you for the 28 months and just a huh. Oh, man. Okay, what are we doing with this bit of track now? I kind of want to veer off here now, right? Do we want to, like... I kind of want this section of track to maybe be like hard zigzags, you know? That might be like an interesting aesthetic for the track. What if we do something like this now? How could we even do this? We'd have to straighten here a bit, wouldn't we? We'd have to straighten like this. And then maybe do something like this. Or maybe single diagonal is a little bit too steep. Yeah. Maybe like 3 block diagonal now? For like quite a while. We're in like 100% experimentation mode now. This is kind of like the safe lane, I guess. Oh, but then this is going to be a shortcut though. Like, why would you take this? No, you know, this isn't going to work. It has to run really close to the obstacle. So basically, there can't be an advantage to going left or right in the obstacle. Or maybe there can be. Maybe the we'll make the slower lane of the obstacle blue ice. Maybe add a stabilizer pad on the faster line. Okay, so basically, how many blocks is the barrier from the obstacle? Let's see. At its tightest, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we kind of want the same on this side. So let's go from this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would run like this in parallel to that side. Sure. Maybe the track widens. Maybe this widens instead of shrinks this way. What do we put in the middle of the island? Just some trees or something, I reckon. Maybe that barrier needs to be a bit bigger and actually split the track quite substantially. So maybe we want the racers to make a decision at this point, right? When they get to the end of this big straight, they have to go left or right, you know? They got to make like a split-second decision. It's just a moment of adrenaline, right? This is an adrenaline moment here. So you got to go left or right. So with that in mind, we would probably do this. Let's just do like a very rough outline to start. We can always clean it up a little bit later. Just want to get the concept out of my brain. Like a so. And then this one would probably just... Yeah, that one would be a straight. This one would be a diagonal. Which is kind of interesting. And then this gives us kind of like a big island. Pretty cool. Like maybe we could put a billboard on this island, right? That kind of connected up perfectly too, which is interesting. Right, let's have a look at that. Okay, so the question is, why would you go left, right? Left is just like the best. Straight is just the fastest line. But I guess if we're going to bend around here, it's actually better to go on the outside because you'll get a better apex into the drift, right? So there is definitely a positive reason to go left there. It's to set yourself up better for the next turn. Okay, I dig that, man. I think that's cool. That kind of worked out in a weird, very weird way. Just kind of came together. You love to see it. Okay. Now we just got to get these two connected up. I think that's going to shrink it. You know what? Whoopsie. Let's just do it from here then. Here. That'll connect up nicely. Sweet. Alright, we got to test this. Oh, wait. Whoops. Alright. There we go. So this obstacle just got much bigger, right? And we probably want to fill this all in with dirt and stuff so we can plant stuff in there. Trees and whatnot. But the middle bit, these middle bits can go. They look a little bit jank right now. Let's get rid of those. Oh, that's so cool, man. This looks great. Foofy, you are very naughty this evening, Foofs. Very, very naughty. Yet another very generous tip coming in from the Foofs. For the TOB Snack Fund and absolutely not melt your brain a bit more. I mean, the only part of my brain still functioning is the bit that streams. The rest is just a puddle of yogurt. Right now. Thanks a lot in part to you, Foofy, and to Anonymous, and to Leslie, and to E13N, or Ellen. Sorry, Ellen. I'm old, okay? Numbers and names, I can't read them properly. Anton Shu, Keyboard Spearin, and Cantorad. Thank you guys so much, man. All of you very, very generous supporters tonight. Thank you guys. That's alongside all of the insane resubs, sub bombs, bits, and whatnot that have been coming through this evening also, guys. Thank you, everybody, man. And even if you're just here watching, hey, every now and then Twitch sends an ad in your direction, right? So you're doing your part too. Just by sitting there watching. Thank you guys very much, man. GeoNixus is back at it with a 28 months also. Hey, Geo. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Man, this section has turned out real good here, guys. Look at this, man. Awesome. I love this. Etho's going to love this, man. This is so cool. Now, we could get fancy, right? There could be another... there could be a shortcut through here. Right? Because if there's a giant bend around here, there might be a shortcut that completely... Oh, this is where we could put the idea that Etho had, where when the first player goes over a pressure plate here, it will open the shortcut up for people behind him to catch up with him a bit better, right? So maybe... Oh, this is a perfect place for that. This is perfect. I got to show Etho tomorrow. He's not online. No, he's not. Dang it. This is the perfect spot for it, right? So whoever's first, say whoever's first is really far ahead, they'll go over a line of pressure plates that will close this and open a shortcut here. So instead of going all the way around like this, the rest of the field would just cut straight across like that, right? And it's kind of like our catch-up mechanic. You know, like Mario Brothers has Mario Kart has catch-up mechanics, like with you know, you turn into the rocket and you go super fast. That's our catch-up mechanic, like shortcuts that are only available to people that are not first. Atsakabi with the 2-month resub. I don't know what to say. Hi, smiley face. Hey, Atsakabi. That'd be so cool there. Thank you for the 2 months, my friend. That's very, very kind of you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Right, let's try this again. This time in F5 mode. Last time we did it in Etho full immersion mode. This time in F5. Nice solid drift here. Let's go with the bump shortcut if we can hit it. We hit it perfectly with Etho mode. Oh, and we mess it up in F5. Weird. Straight through the shortcut though. Oh man, I did so badly in F5 mode. Now we go through this section, which is very, very satisfying. If you nail it... Oh, we need stabilizer there. Yeah, we definitely need a stabilizer here because I want this section of the track to be very satisfying. So I think we're going to put stabilizer... I think this is a perfect spot for stabilizer right here. Straight across. Is this the middle of this thing? Man, this song reminds me of Take My Breath Away. That Top Gun tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It needs to be here to be in the middle. Take my breath away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm here all week. DRS on steroids. Yeah, exactly. Alright, stabilizer pad here. We'll test this now. Let's go try this out. Where's the boat? Yeah, that sample is definitely inspired by that song. For sure. And it says, Ren, you should be able to run ads as a command. So you could run one at the start or one during a tea break. Oh yeah, I should probably do that, but yeah. Not too bothered. I just want to stream, man. I don't want to think about adverts and all that nonsense. Maybe I should, though. I'm obviously very bad at being a professional streamer. Clearly. Okay, I gotta try hit this stabilizer pad correctly here, okay? So we're going to come through here. We want to get some control of the boat. Yeah, look at that. You see how much control you get from a stabilizer pad like that? Etho's like skeptical whether it works or not, but it definitely works, definitely. You know what I am struggling with though is this bit here that sticks out. That part's kind of brutal. Especially if you're coming from the safe lane, you come around here, you got to line up pretty perfectly. You know what? I think it's okay. Ooh, and then you get that beautiful stabilization there. Perfect. Now you got to choose left or right. Let's go left. Oh man, left is tough. You know what? Left gets a stabilizer pad, right? Because right is just straight. So left gets a stabilizer. So if you're feeling a bit out of control, you can go left and easily stabilize. And I think we'll go with a stabilizer here. I think stabilizer pads are really good for racers that aren't as confident in the boats, you know? And it's totally understandable. Like, you're going super fast, and you can't expect everybody to be really good at boating in Minecraft. So I think it's important that stabilizer pads are there, because it just helps. It's kind of like a noob assist mode, you know? Let's get rid of all of these things and give it another test here. This is coming together real nice tonight, though, guys. I'm happy with this, man. This is great. We've done more progress in this stream than we've done in the last, like, 4 streams put together. Maybe more bad things should happen to me in my life. It seems when bad things happen to me in life, we get extremely, extremely productive. Imdroman with the first time chat here. Hey Ren, you're the best. I've watched you for a very long time. I started watching you with only 15k subs in that jungle biome of the molehole. Love you, bro. Keep keeping awesome. Dude, that's insane. You know what? You're going to get an OG toot for that, dude. There's not many of you guys left. You very fine, amazing viewers from the molehole days. You know, that's like over a decade ago now, if you can believe it. You know, there are peeps potentially in stream tonight, but definitely in my YouTube chat or in my comments that often say, I started watching your molehole series when I was 8 and now I'm 18. That blows my mind. That blows my mind. Anyway, there we go. Beautiful stabilization there. If we go left, we hit the stabilization. Oh my goodness. Going left is yikes. I think we have to open left up more. Yeah, we have to open left up more here. We have to make it easier. Left's got to be like a safer lane, I think. So I think we're going to crank it back a few notches here. Left will open up from, let's see. How do we want to do this now? What we could do is just push this back. I have an idea. Let's push this back a little bit here. Thank you very much to Zero for a gifted sub to Imdroman. Amazing. Not only been with us for over a decade, Imdroman, but now a Twitch subscriber. Awesome. Okay, so instead of following that direction, we'll go... Is this on the right one? Yeah, we go this direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1... Wait, no, 8, 9, 10, and then we go with another gradient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that should connect quite nicely. Let's have a look. That's actually pretty sweet, right? Like the track is like a trumpet. It like opens up. Okay, that's super cool. That's super cool. I also think that this diagonal here needs to be a little less brutal also. So let's widen it by 3 blocks, I think. think that's going to make left a little bit easier to get through. And we probably want to adjust the stabilizer too. Probably want to collect all the blocks that are gathering in the ocean underneath also, right? Dang it. No, I want to keep swimming. Okay. I guess we'll just excavate to the blocks then. Alright, so stabilizer pad. Maybe stabilizer pad goes here then. Because you come at such speed into this turn. Maybe we want to stabilize you before you actually get into this thing. Maybe it goes across here. No, I think it'll go... I think it goes in the middle of this, actually. Let's see, how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What about here? This might be perfect. Let's have a look. Alright, I dig it. That's way better. That's way better. We fixed that beautifully, I think. Very nice. Okay. Let's test it. Let's do the fun bit, right? Not the crafty bit. Yeah, Minecraft swimming is a pain. Very professional, Philip, I know. What can I say, man? Not just a pretty face, you know? Sunstag says, "Hi, Red, I'm so glad to finally catch a stream. With a heart in a box. With a gigaheart. Thank you very much, Sunstag. Welcome. Hope to see you in more streams." Droman now using the animated gigaheart because it just recently been made a sub by Cezero. You love to see it. Oh, Droman, your gigahearts are amazing, dude. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Full immersion mode this time. We're going etho mode to get a feel for it. Here's the stabilizer. Oh, nice. Oh, gets us into that bend in such a satisfying way. This is pure speed down this straight, and I completely messed that up. Wow. Yeah, that stabilizer doesn't do very much. You know what? It's so fast that it might need to be double stabilizer there. So if you go left, boom. Oh, wow. Why is it so hard to hit that left? Do I need to open it up more? Is B00 still online? Okay, good. Don't have to worry about sleeping when B-Dubs is online. There, and I want another one. Okay, there we go. I guess it just takes some practice. That feels so fast. Round out the inner left side. Yeah, that could work too. It feels so fast and so satisfying going through this section, right? Look at this. Boom. Oh no, you know what? You have to turn, like, you have to turn much earlier. You have to turn much earlier to hit that line. You can't just, like, turn the boat. Like, if you want to go left, you have to choose left, like, from... Oh, whoops. Wow, you do not want to hit these diagonal barriers. You are going to get wrecked. Basically, you want to be like going down the line like this, and you want to change your direction way earlier than that. Oh my goodness. Do we want a stabilizer before? Wait a minute. Maybe I'm thinking the stabilizers are in the wrong place here. Do we want the stabilizer before this? So here. That's interesting. Right? Like here? Sure. That could work. Here. Let's just go get all of our stuff. The boat being the most important thing. Okay, now I don't know where to get out. Oh, we're gonna drown. Okay, we're fine. Whew. It's a horrible feeling, man. Let's try this. I want to take the left turn very, very... Like, if I go left, I want to be rewarded for going left. Let's have a look. So, we've got a stabilizer up front now. 2 stabilizers to the left. That should... Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that... Oh, that's beautiful. That really gives us a ton of control because we're going max speed at that point. So, when we hit these double stabilizers, we don't actually lose that much speed, but we get so much control out of that. Very awesome. Let's try that again. So even if we're just going straight and we choose at the last minute to turn, look at that. Perfect. That's going to put us in a really good line for the next turn. And let's feel what it feels like to just go straight down the straight lane. I mean, that's going to be... that one's fairly simple, right? We just go completely straight here. But you got to get ready to hit the turn, though, right? And you're going to get races smashing into you from the left there. So the next thing to work out is this massive drift that's going to come up here. This is going to be a huge drift. Yeah, that actually worked out really well. Awesome. Yeah, this next section is going to be a tough one. Almost have to like draw this in MS Paint. You know? I mean, if you're a Minecrafter, like, don't be scared to use MS Paint, guys. MS Paint is a... You know, Photoshop and everything is cool. But MS Paint is just like... It's just a really simple tool. It just does what it says on the tin. It's got very basic tools. But it just does it really well. Speaking of which, I think we're going to head over to MS Paint for a second. Try and figure this out together. Just give me un momento, por favor. Un momento, por favor. Gracias. Yo hablo español un poquito, ¿sí? Alright. I'm going to save what we did last time. Because it is... And for those of you guys who haven't seen it, look at this. Oh, just immaculate professionalism. This I'm going to send to Cherryfire to work on our animated sub-emotes. This all makes perfect sense, of course. Sure, Cherry won't have any problems deciphering this document. Let me just quickly save that. For Cherry. By the way, I am 100% sure that I'm saying Cherry's name wrong, also. I just haven't had confirmation from Cherry yet. Whether it's Cherry or Sherry. And I'm pretty much 100% sure that it's Sherry. But I've been saying Cherry. And I mean, you hate to see it, really. You really do. But I'm not entirely sure. Because it's spelt like this with 2 R's. Which is why I think it's cherry, like a cherry, right? Because a cherry that you eat, a fruit cherry is 2 R's, right? And I'm pretty sure that the normal spelling of sherry, the name is like this. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. And Cherry's not here, or Sherry. Dang it. Anyway, let's head over to MS Paint, friends. We've got some janking to do. Okay, so here's our bend in MS Paint. And let's get a nice bright brush going here. We're going to go green. Lumo green, I think. What is this going to look like? Can we get like brighter green? Alright. So it's probably... You know what? We'll do this with the line tool, I think. Just to make it look a little bit better. I think we can do... Also, let's make this nice and thick. something like this. I want like a really big drift here though. I mean, it's okay, but I kind of... It's going to look weird though if we go like this though, right? Well, let's try. This is kind of what I was thinking. Just like a super big drift. Does that look weird? Maybe... Whoops. Maybe this needs to come up more then. So it's more like that, right? Is that better? Why not go around the island? Yeah, we spoke about this at the beginning of the stream. So basically, Etho and I have figured out that if we need to like make the race a little bit faster, or the total race time is going to be like 16 minutes, and no hermit is going to race for 16 minutes in a video. It's just too much, right, for a YouTube video. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to make the island like a shortcut for a marathon version of the race. So at some point, we'll add like there'll be like a cross-country version of the race, right? Where it's like a 16-minute long race, and there will be a world champion for that too, which is obviously going to be Cubfan. Because Cubfan is not going to be able to resist. You know, the speedrunner in Cub is going to be like, oh, I'm going to get the record for sure. But there'll be a shortcut here or something. It'll probably be a little bit bigger like this, right? But for the main race, like, you'll go around the loop. You'll go around the drift. And then the marathon will come out here. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Does that make sense, this picture? I have no idea, man. Yeah, I think this is kind of where we're at. So we want this the inner line to go into the big center a lot, so that we can make this really cool drift line. Because basically we want the racer to like, well, if you've taken this line, we want to reward you for going left, right? So if you go left, you'll be able to take the apex really well here, right? Well, theoretically speaking, you'll be able to take the apex like that. That's kind of what I wanted to do with going left. I wanted to force the apex. Whereas if you come here... The thing about an apex is, though, it's supposed to like give you an advantage because you get to go wide and then cut in. So actually, maybe this barrier needs to be bigger then. Like maybe this needs to be a complete separation of the races for a bit. Like all the way to here. The races are completely separated, right? I think that's cool. So if you come in on the straight lane... If you're coming on the straight lane, it's going to be tough because you have to take the sharp bend here, but you're on ice, so you're going to be sliding in this direction. If you take the left lane, you have a much easier entrance, right? There's the apex that you can use, for sure. I think it's like a very small advantage to go left. Not a huge one, but I think that's what we want. We don't want it to be like a massive advantage, just a little advantage. And then I think for the final addition to this picture, as I mentioned earlier, Etho and I are going to add like a shortcut here. For anybody that is... How can we do this? What color? So whoever's in first place is going to trigger a pressure plate. That will, you know what, we can just do it like this. Like, it'll just go straight across like this. Wait, let's use blue. Straight across like this. So once the person in first place goes across this line, for example, these will, you know what, it actually has to be earlier, I think. Yeah, it'll have to be like here. So once the first place racer goes through here, or any of these lines, probably across this pressure plate here, this will close, and the race will then go in this direction. So whoever's behind first place can catch up really quickly. They don't have to go around this bend, they just cut the corner here. Wow, this picture is super jank. But it makes sense. It makes perfect sense in my brain hole, so that's all that matters. Okay, let's go back to the start and have another full immersion run on this line here, guys. Feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good. I mean, the split is like, not everything in the race has to do something. The split's just like, it also makes the racer have to, there's a moment of adrenaline where you realize you have to split, right? It's like a scary moment in the race where you're going full speed and you have to split. Maybe someone bumps you into the other lane, you know? It's just a section of the track that adds a moment that you remember in the race, right? It just adds like a moment in the race. Bounce. And into the shortcut. Oh my goodness, maybe going first person is better than going F5 mode. Maybe Etho's actually right. I hate to admit it, but he might actually be right here. Perfect. And left into the double stabilizers. Oh, got a double bounce there though. Dang it, I want to do this section perfectly. I want to do this perfect. Let's head back to the start. We can actually get there from here. Boat racing is so fun in this game. I love it so much. Alright, here we go. Alright, we can start on this line now. Let's try different attack angles on the first major drift or so. So you don't want to hit the drift. Look how far you slide, right? Man, I lost a lot of time in that drift. You definitely want to hit the apex on these drifts for sure. Wow, that was like almost perfect shortcut taking. Right, let's go around the slow lane for a different experience. Ooh, I think this slow lane actually needs a stabilizer here, you know? Because I want you to be rewarded. Wait, what's happening here? I want you to be rewarded to take the slower lane, you know? And I think we'll add an apex here then. Oh, sorry, a stabilizer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the center. You'll hit this at a pretty good pace, so you won't lose too much speed. But it will stabilize you for this section. So if you're not a risk taker, you can take it a little bit more slow around here. And your reward is that you have much less chance of crashing out. Alright, so I'm taking the slow lane right onto the double boost stabilizer. Maybe we make this a double boost stabilizer too. There we go. Look at that, man. That just really helps to get you back on track so nicely. And you know, somebody who's trying to go as fast as possible is going to be making mistakes. If you just take the safe lane nice and gentle, hit your stabilizers, yeah, you're going slower, but you're never going to make a mistake, and that might give you the edge. All right. We got to get through this whole thing in one go, guys. No accidents, no mistakes. That's the goal. Let's go. Back to the start we go. Lots of polar bears spawning around these parts now. Now that Ether and I are spending lots of time out here. There's so many of them, they're everywhere. Alright, let's try the middle lane this time around. And we go into a nice, beautiful drift. We're going to go completely safe lane, right? Complete safe lane now. Hit the stabilizers. Oh, beautiful. Look at that, right? It just really helps you take the perfect line. It's slower for sure. But maybe Etho crashed in the shortcut now, right? And I'm just way ahead. Just going to keep on using the stabilizers. Oh, a little bit of a mess up there, but that's fine. It's not fine. We have to do this perfectly. No mistakes. Back to the start. This is also great practice. To be the best racer on the server. Man, this is so fun. I love this. I can just do this all night. Whee! Okay, that was some sick drifting right there. Okay, here we go. This is the one. We'll take not the super slow, but the second slow. Oh, we bounced. Never mind, back to the start. So there's like an ultra safe line, and then there's just a safe line. We'll take the just a safe line for this one. All right, here we go. Whee! You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to speak to Azuma to see if there is a way that we can retexture the boats into racing cars like Mario Karts. And I'm going to see if we can add... oh man, why am I trying to take the shortcut? See, look at that, right? If someone took the shortcut there and got stuck in the barrier, that's the end of their race. They're just wrecked. Anyway, I'm going to speak to Azuma about like changing the sound effect of the boat oars, because the boat oars in Minecraft do make a sound like the chonk, chonk, chonk when you row. Maybe we can change that sound to like the sound of an engine, like a racer, you know? Wouldn't that be sweet? I think that would be so cool. Alright, so not the ultra safe, but just the safe lane, which is going through here, hitting the stabilizer into the safe lane. Perfect. Stabilizer helps us in this section perfectly. Oh no. Back to the start we go. Alright, I'm going to try F5 mode now. See if this is any better. I'm also going to leave the mouse alone, because I think I use the mouse to like move the camera, and that kind of messes me up a bit. I'm just going to go Mario Kart mode. Mouse is like this, so slightly angled downwards. Looking at our Mario Kart. Let's try this in full F5 mode. Yo, Philip, thank you very much for the 2 months in a row, man. I think it helps to adjust the hotbar with the front edge of the boat. I'm concentrating so hard I can't actually digest that sentence. Thank you very much for the 2 months, man. I think it helps to adjust the hotbar with the front edge of the boat. So do you mean in F1 mode, if the hotbar is like here, and then you just take your mouse off the boat? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that just gives you like optimal vision. All right, I like it, even though it's unintuitive because you're kind of looking up at the sky. Perfect drift. Into safe lane. Perfect corner. Perfect corner. Going left. Double stabilizers. Perfect. That was a perfect section. Thanks to Philip's advice to line the hotbar up with the boat. We just went next level. We just went Super Saiyan, people. Wow, that was fun. Zooming through that section like that, that was actually legitimately fun. I want to do it again. That was so awesome. And you know what's so cool? Like, this track is so big, there's so many sections like that to learn. And imagine doing the whole track, the whole track perfectly. I mean, like I said, Cubfan's going to do it. Cubfan's going to do the whole track perfectly. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a moment of Hermitcraft history. But I wouldn't mind doing the whole track perfectly myself too, but it's not going to happen. I don't have the skills that Cub does. Alright, here we go. So we line it up like this. Perfect. Hand off of mouse. This gives us such a good view. Let's try take shortcut this time. Bump. Oh, almost. What if we line the hotbar up like this and go F5 mode with the hotbar with the cursor in this position? Oh, no, no, no. That's no good at all. That's no good at all. We need to find a position for the hotbar in F5 mode. Maybe if the hotbar... actually, the hotbar doesn't really help because it doesn't line up with the boat in any way. I think you kind of want to be looking... I want to try and do a lap F5 mode. I think you want to be fairly behind the boat so that you can see what's coming, right? I think you kind of want to be like this. What's cool about F5 mode, you can also just get rid of all the stuff. Everything's pretty clear. Also, you want the camera to be underneath obstacles like this above your head. I think this about works. When I race like this, I kind of ignore the boat. Like, I try to not see it there. You know, if you can imagine the boat is invisible and you're just traveling as a camera, so to speak. Oh, perfect. Little shortcut there. Nice. Got slowed down by the bump there, though, unfortunately. But good section there also. Into the double stabs. Perfect take there. You know what? It's difficult to tell which camera I prefer. I think the F5 mode is definitely more immersive and more intense. This is more fun, I would say, right? Let's do this without the hotbar in the way too, right? So that you have less pixels on the screen. So it's just boat. Yeah, now this is pure full immersion. Have you guys ever been on a speedboat where you hang as a kid and you hang off the front of the boat watching the water go down below, right? I used to do that a lot on boats. That's what this reminds me of. We're hanging off the edge of the front of the speedboat right now. My goodness, it's so fast. Nice. Gonna go safe lane this time. Double stabs. Into the stabs, into a nice perfect section here. Stab into drift. Oh, nice recovery there. Into double stab and bounce. Dang it. Almost perfect. Yeah, this is a dangerous game, man. This is the kind of game that you end up just doing for 3 hours straight. with no, with no purpose other than just trying to do it well. This is dangerous, guys. This is dangerous. Alright, here we go. Kosh, thank you so much again for your support today, my friend, and we'll see you again real soon. Good night, sleep tight, my friend. Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you back again real soon, brother. Thanks again for everything, man. Is there a playlist? I think I have a playlist on Spotify. That's a stream playlist. These are all just songs from Epidemic Sounds, so. But I think there's a playlist that the mods can share, or that's a command. But yeah, it's a public playlist on Spotify. I wanted to try to take the shortcut there. Nice. No! That bit is actually quite difficult to get to do well. It's not like insanely difficult though. I think it's perfect difficulty. You just have to line the boat up properly, and I think you have to decelerate for just take your finger off the forward button for a second as you hit the stabilizer pad too. All right, one more try. Oh my goodness, this is so addictive. This is bad. We've got stuffs and things to do tomorrow, guys. We can't be going around this course all night long. Sheesh. All right, here we go. I'm going to try go safe lane into shortcut, because we haven't achieved that yet. So safe lane into shortcut. There we go. Oh, interesting. When you take that line, you got to be careful when you come out the shortcut, because you're going to get caught there. Okay. Back to the start we go. Whee! Oh, it's so fun. Alright. This tunnel is going to be so sweet when we finish it also, with lights and stuff in it. It's going to look so cool when you go through that really fast. Dang it, why am I taking the shortcut again? Just getting greedy. That shortcut is very tempting though. It's like every time you approach it, you're like, okay, I'm going to take the shortcut this time. Yeah, go on, we got it. And then you just get wrecked. Alright, here we go. Oh, the camera's a bit out of line here now. Hold on. Camera's out of line. Back to the start. I think when you bump into stuff, it moves your character around in the boat. That like changes your camera. Alright, here we go. Zoom! Safe lane. Into shortcut, please. Then we've got to be careful here. Stabilizer coming up. Perfect. Double stabilizer coming up here. Take finger off the accelerator just for a second. And that was too much coordination for my brain. There was too many things going on. Just got to take that left line at a different angle. Right, one more try. Hey, Cantrad, thanks again for your support tonight, man. We'll see you again real soon. Thanks so much, dude. Vindaloo Vacuum here with the first time chat too. Hey, man, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, which I believe is the definition of insanity. But, you know, here we go. Alright, we're going to go not super safe, just safe into safe. Safe into safe bumps. Back to the start. Exactly, it's just practice for sure. It's only insane if you expect different results. Well, I'm expecting to get better at this, but it's obviously not working, so maybe it isn't insane. Oh, man. I'm getting very good at these restarts, though. That was a very satisfying 90-degree restart spin. Alright, let's go safe into safe. Gonna try hit these corners quite close to the barriers though, right? Just to get those extra milliseconds of time. There we go. That was perfect. And now we just want to hit this at a different angle. Just at a straighter angle like that. Perfect! I mean, we bumped, but... Oh, we have to try it again. Then we go to bed, guys, okay? We're going to have a no bump run, and then it's bedtime. No bump run, and then it's bedtime. We haven't figured out a name yet. We have a name, I think, a name that I really loved in the Hermitcraft live stream weekend, but my brain was so frazzled from streaming so much that I can't remember what the name is. Boaty McBoat Race? It's pretty good. Alright, perfect so far. This section's really cool. Oh, dang it. I want to get some trees planted along the side here, I think. Although, you know what? You know, like, Ethos section is covered in trees. Maybe this section is about just, like, snowy plains, right? Yeah, yes, Sprockside. I think the initials were IRR. It was something like that, right? IRR? Something Raceway. Icy River Raceway? Was that it? Was it Icy River Raceway? It's really nice alliteration, right? Icy River Raceway. That might be it, you know, because I actually kind of like that also. We are racing on like a frozen river, right? So Icy River Raceway makes sense as a name. Oh, this is a perfect run. Oh, this is feeling perfect. Nailed it! Awesome. Wow, that's giving me vertigo. Yeah, Icy River Raceway, man. That's pretty sweet. Icy River Raceway. Or maybe, like, icy is 2 syllables. Maybe that's kind of difficult to say. Maybe it's just Ice River Raceway, guys. It's Ice River Raceway. Yeah, it sounds like a Disney ride. It's perfect. Scar will love it. Scar's online, right? Wait, is Scar online? No. Dang it. Etho's online, though. Etho. Let's see if Etho's around. We can do a test with him real quick. Ice River Raceway. That's tasty, dudes. I love that. Ice River Raceway. It's perfect. I think that's the name. Icy River Raceway. There's too many syllables going on. Oh, he's right by me. Hold on. Oh, let me just get my headphones real quick. Hold on. Where's Brother Etho, man? Brother Etho. We are the Church of Boat Race. Hello? Etho, hello? Hello? Is he in the boat? Where is he? Hello? Etho? Wait, is he in here? Okay, I'm confused. Where is he? Wait, did I make this up in my brain? I'm right by you. Is he in the boat? Wait. Is he invisible? We can swipe him if he's invisible, right? Hiya! 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 Dang it. Wait. I'm confused, man. I haven't heard any noises. Is he working on his section, maybe? Hold on. Maybe my headphones are too low. We got a race for tokens, man. I'm gonna challenge him to a race of the new section for tokens. That's how we roll out here, man. We're always racing for tokens, me and Ether. I confuse. Is that Etho? Are you Etho? Are you Etho? I want this bunny's head though. Huh! Dang it! This is like I've never seen a spotted rabbit like this before. Give me your head. Any bunny heads? No. Dang it. Maybe Etho was a rabbit. Maybe he was a rabbit, man. Hold on, let's go to the start of the race, and we'll challenge him. Race for token? Question mark? D-face? Etho can't resist a wager. He can't resist it. He'll definitely come for a race. He can't resist it. Yes. Hello? Etho? He's freaking me out, dudes. He's freaking me out. I know he's nearby. I can sense it. I can sense him in the vicinity. And it's freaking me out, man. Brassy, thank you for the biddies. Are you Etho? Immediately starts swiping at a bunny with a sharp sword. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, Cos MC Live. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Etho, hello? I'm right by you, he said. Wait, hold on. Let's take the Gigabug out. This'll spot him. Do we need, like, snowballs? Oh, I can't get snowballs with this stupid shovel. Dang it, dudes. Where's the Etho? If he was flying with rockets, we would have heard him. Etho's imaginary was all in the head. Yeah. That's what I'm starting to suspect. I'm starting to suspect that this might all be a dream. Am I in the Matrix right now? What's happening? Is the Matrix malfunctioning? Needs a software update, man. Dang it, Etho! He's freaking me out. He's freaking me out, dudes. He's actually freaking me out. He's practicing? Wait, did you see him zoom past? Where is he? Is this Etho? Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Ren goes this away. Etho goes this away. Is this Etho? Hello? I do feel like I'm chasing my own shadow right now. Just to be 100% sure, I ain't tripping right now, right? Etho, you at the boat race? Question mark? Etho, I'm right by you. Then no replies at all. Still online? Okay. I'm very confused. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. I'm not sure we're going to get a race here. We might just have to say goodbye. Strange though. You know, I never took Etho for a chicken. That's just in case he's watching stream. You know, a bit of taunting. Like, there's nothing worse than somebody that makes chicken noises at you, right? Like, if someone challenges you to something and you don't want to do it, and they go... It basically makes you do it instantly on the spot. Just because it's so outrageous that they would make that noise at you. Yeah, it's Marty McFly, exactly. Exactly. You chicken ether? Hello? Hello? Is there anybody in there? McFly? Hello? Lee, that makes you walk away faster? Yeah, I suppose it depends. It depends how competitive you are, right? You join in on the chicken noises? That's probably the best way to do it, actually, join in with the chicken noises. Yeah, McFly's a pretty good band too, that's true. Okay, well, I don't know where he is or if he's going to come for racing. I am confused. I guess not. XD face? BOO must be so confused. And Cub, they're just like, what is Ren doing? What is he talking about? Hold on, guys. Let me just quickly... hold on. Let me just hide this. Let me just quickly check here on the old Twitch. Line up a bit of a raid after our stream. Who is actually online right now?
Oh my god.
Okay.
XP's playing Diablo 4. That's pretty cool. Tango and Skizzleman are playing Void Train. I don't know what that is. Sounds pretty cool. Cleo's playing The Sims. Huh. Anyway, I guess Etho went AFK or went to the bathroom or something, or this is just the biggest long con of all time. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest long con of all time. Etho's in this for the long game, man. Like, he's only going to agree to a race in like 4 months. He's just going to long con me for the next 4 months, isn't he? He might be having a glitch. I mean, maybe. Maybe he's like fully committed to the gag, so not using Elytra and is walking everywhere. Let's quickly check the track. He might be out here. Etho's Ender Chest has every single block and potion available, so not surprised if he, you know, very easy for him to quickly quaff a invisibility potion. But I tell you what, man, while we're out here, let's take a quick review of what we did today, because we were very productive. Look at this. We made all of this. We added some stabilizer pads here and there. We fixed this area here. We added a really awesome little fork section here, which is great. We finished off icing up the tunnel section too. I would say one of our most productive streams to date. He's getting a coffee. I mean, how long does it take to make a coffee? Sheesh. Is that some sort of special Canadian coffee that I don't know about? That now I'm desperate to try because it sounds delicious. Put Canadian before any food, and for some reason to me it sounds delicious. I don't know why. Canadian strawberries? Come on. Get them in the belly. But listen, dudes, it's approaching 11 PM for me, so it is bedtime. Also need to take my chihuahua out for a poops and a peeps. We will race Etho next time. Don't you worry. We will race him and we will destroy him. Yeah, that's right. Let it be known from this day forth, Etho is scared to race me, and to be quite frank, I am shocked, offended, and disappointed. Mostly disappointed, because I never thought Etho a coward. But clearly by this evening's actions, Etho is scared and unwilling to race this magnificent human being right here. I understand it. I wouldn't want to race me either. You know, exceptionally good looking, strong as an ox, you know, ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between in line, in a line that stretches around the planet. I mean, who would want to race this perfect specimen of manness? If that doesn't taunt him, I don't know what will. Guys, thank you so very, very much for watching. If you never watched Cleo play The Sims 4, I think you should go over to... You should follow this raid and go check her playing Sims 4 because it is hilarious. Cleo is such a wonderful and amazing streamer. She's fantastic. And Sims 4 is just a great game. For her, in particular. Yeah. Guys, lastly... just want to say a huge thank you for all the incredible support tonight. I mean, just really overwhelming. You guys have really helped me a lot tonight. You've gone a long way to helping me rent a moving service to help me move all of my stuff to another house. I'm going to have to, you know, cover first month's rent and deposit and, you know, the agency fees and all of that crazy expensive stuff. You guys have helped me so much tonight to make that happen. So thank you very, very much, man. I don't have the words to you know, to say how much I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. And I can't wait to get into our new place, wherever it's going to be, and for us to stream from our new place and, you know, to start a whole new life somewhere else. And I'm going to bring you guys along with the ride, along for the ride with me every step of the way. So hopefully that will go some way in recompensating you for your absolute insane generosity tonight, guys. Big thanks to all of the mods who have come out tonight also to look after the place as always. Very much appreciated, everybody. And yeah, we're going to get through this together, guys. One block at a time. One block at a time. We'll make it happen. Thanks for everything, my friends. We'll see you again either tomorrow or Sunday night. Look after yourselves. Love everybody's faces. Etho, I'm coming for you, dude. I'm coming for you. I'm disappointed. Off to Cleo we go. I'm not really. I love Ether. He's probably busy. He's recording. He's a busy man. He's got lots of stuff to do. You know, it's fine. Doesn't want to just come out and race a random weird South African on an ice track. I mean, who would? You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. Bye, guys. See you later.